People tell me and my husband that we look like the perfect couple. I have always hated that phrase. We have had the darkest days in our marriage, and it took years to see the light again. You see, it wasn't too long ago that my days were filled with a sense of emptiness, and my nights with silent tears. My marriage, once a source of immeasurable joy, had become a shadow of its former self. I remember the early days with such clarity, the laughter, the shared dreams, the sense of being an invincible team. But somewhere along the line, we lost our way. It began with the little things: a smile not returned, a kind word left unspoken, a hug that lasted just a second too short. Our busy lives, filled with work, responsibilities, and the general chaos of existence, created a gap between us. We were like two ships passing in the night, drifting further apart each day. We argued over trivial matters, each fight leaving a scar deeper than the last. The love we once cherished seemed buried under layers of resentment and unspoken grievances. It was a cycle that we couldn't break, no matter how hard we tried. The day we agreed to separate was one of the most painful days of my life. There were no more words to be said, no more arguments to be had. He packed his things and left while I was at work. I came home to an empty house. The house we once called home together felt like an empty space. There was no warmth, and I didn't recognize my home anymore. Living apart was a strange experience. There were moments of relief because I was free from the constant tension, but there were also moments of immense sadness. I missed the small things: the way he would make coffee in the morning, the sound of his laughter, the comfort of his presence. Despite the pain, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. It was during one of those empty evenings that I came across our old wedding album. The memories of our love, pure and untainted, came flooding back. The smiles, the joy, the promises we made to each other. It was a reminder of what we once had and what we could have again. I reached out to him, hesitant and unsure. To my surprise, he had been feeling the same way. We decided to meet and talk, to lay everything on the table. It was a difficult conversation, filled with tears and raw emotions. But it was also cathartic, a release of all the pent-up frustrations and disappointments. We realized that we still loved each other, deeply and genuinely. It was buried under the hurt, but it was still there. We made a conscious decision to fight for our marriage. We sought therapy, both individually and together. We learned to communicate, to listen, and to truly understand each other's perspectives. It wasn't easy. It was a journey filled with highs and lows, progress and setbacks, but we were committed to making it work. We started dating again, rediscovering each other, and rekindling the spark that brought us together in the first place. We laughed more, forgave more, and loved more. The small gestures, the kind words, the affectionate touches, they all made a difference. We learned to appreciate each other, to value the uniqueness that each of us brought to the relationship. As time passed, we found ourselves falling in love all over again. It was a different kind of love, deeper and more resilient. We had been through the fire and we came out stronger on the other side. Our marriage, once on the brink of collapse, was now a testament to our strength and commitment. Today I look at him and see not just my husband, but my partner, my confidant, my best friend. We have our moments of disagreement, but we handle them with grace and understanding. We are not perfect, but we are perfect for each other. Our journey from separation to reconciliation taught me that love is not always easy, but it is always worth fighting for. It showed me that even in the darkest moments, there is always a glimmer of hope. And most importantly, you have to teach a person how you want to be loved and not expect your spouse to be a mind reader. You break your own heart by being selfish. Our story is one of resilience, of hope, and of the unyielding power of love. And as I look towards the future, I am filled with gratitude for the second chance we gave each other and for the love that continues to grow stronger each day.